to the Motor City. This is Comerica Park. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Houston Astros and the Detroit Tigers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And taking the ball for Detroit, Tarek Skubal. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport singing. All right, just about ready for baseball. Jeremy Pena now at the plate. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. The Astros strike first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Well, so much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box. Got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you.
That one ripped left field. Carrying well. That one hops against the fence. Here's Yordan Alvarez. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power.
That's right. Bouncer to second. Torres. The throw to second. Over to first. Safe.
Batting fourth, third baseman Carlos Correa.
One out man at first. Now Correa up to hit. Swing and a miss. Wow. That's strike one.
Boog, that's cheddar, baby.
Strike two. Hit in the air out towards left center field. Pretty well struck. He's got it. Out number two. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play. Astros notch a run on the solo homer. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. Check swing called strike. It's 0-1. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a miss, struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. Here's Gleyber Torres. And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. And Gleyber takes outside. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first two hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Colt Keith stands in with two away as he takes a ball. And that one is lifted in the air. Loperfido has a beat on it. That is the inning. Back here in Detroit, and stepping in for the Astros, Joey Loperfido. Trying to bunt his way on. Torres. Not in time.
No, he's
safe. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
In the air to left center. Green moving under this one. And there's one away. And now it's Christian Walker. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Meadows gets under it. Takes it in for the out. Next to hit, Yainer Diaz. That one the other way. Fair ball. Oh, the throw is over his head. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
No one can get there. It falls in. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. We head to the bottom of the second. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Riley Green. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Swing and a miss. That one is hammered right field. That's back there. And gone.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Now it's going to be Dylan Dingler. Right through there for a strike. Check swing, and he went. That is strike 2. Base hit, center field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
In the air, left field, down the line, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Solo shot for Detroit this inning. Back at Comerica Park, here's the Astros leadoff man, Jeremy Pena. Skubal back to work. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Well, these Astros definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Fouled off down the right side. Skubal in his 6th season, 29 years old, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. High fly ball out to left field. Green on his way over, and there's 2 away. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Right side. Torres over to first, and that is that. Home half of the 3rd coming up. Tied at 1. here in Detroit, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Javier Baez up now for the Tigers. On the ground to third. Sends it to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Back to the top of the Detroit order. Kerry Carpenter getting ready to hit.
Ball one.
That one's in there. And it's 1-1. Tied up here in the early going. And a big swing and a miss. He goes down looking.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Here comes Gleyber Torres. 2 down, nobody on. And a strike to Gleyber.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. So he picks up his 6th. Start of the 4th. And here now is the Astros cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. Right there for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Meadows takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Joey Loperfido up next for the Astros. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Stepping in, Cam Smith. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one back there, and that's a foul ball. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Big spot late in this one, and here's Christian Walker. Here's a high chopper. Baez tosses to first, and there are 2 outs.
It's such a great feeling when a team can rely on their shortstop to make a play like that. It builds up confidence for everyone on his team. It might even inspire a few more web gyms before the game is over.
Diaz in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. Smoked on the ground to second. Torres fires over to first. And that is bottom of the inning. And now the DH, Colt Keith.
Well, these Tigers just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Ball 2.
Foul ball there. 2-2 now. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Keith not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge, and the strike call will stand. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Green batting with 1 down takes a strike. Strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Torkelson in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Ripped, but it curls foul. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. 5th inning. We go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive.
Oh, that ball got him pretty good out there on the mound. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. Go-ahead run on base. Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. He's already homered in this game. Line drive, leaps and he's got it. Jose Altuve up to hit here. He is singled and he is flied to left. That's ripped into the outfield. And there's 2 down. Air Jordan steps in to take his hats. That's smashed towards center. And that is that. Back at Comerica Park, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Kevin McGonigal up now for the Tigers.
Ball.
And a foul ball. That one to first. Walker takes it himself, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler. Fought off foul. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Nice grab. Throw to first. In the dirt. Great pick. Got him. What a play. And now the center fielder, Parker Meadows. And that one ripped to left. That is the inning. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. Carlos Correa will hit next. Correa, a former Gold Glove winner, a member of the 1,000 hit club, a former Rookie of the Year. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. In the air, center field. Meadows under this one. And a quick out, number 1. Now the left fielder, Joey Loperfido. He's 2 for 2. This to center field. Dives and makes the catch. What a play. Digging in, Cam Smith, 1 for 2. To the right side. And that is the inning. Back here in Detroit. Well, we go bottom 6. Javier Baez up now for the Tigers. Base knock right field. And they had their first base runner since the 2nd inning. Back to the top of the order. Now it's the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. And that one is lifted in the air. Myers should have this one. Makes the grab. Gleyber Torres up to the plate. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Now fly ball to right center. Myers has a beat on it. Brings it in.
Up next for the
Go ahead
Tigers.
run on base. Colton Keith, the next to hit.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
One and two now. Struck him out swinging. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Tigers leave one. Still tied 1-1. Top of inning number 7, and stepping in for the Astros, Christian Walker. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead.
Most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard.
New pitcher for the Tigers, Grant Herter.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Meadows settles underneath it. And there's one down. Jake Myers digs in now. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1. Liner caught it second.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
Line drive. And that'll do it. Astros claw back a bit on this solo. Back at Comerica Park. Set for the last half of the 7th. Riley Green up now for the Tigers.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Liner caught it second.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Torkelson in the box again, takes a strike, and he'll challenge that called strike. The Stros trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings and misses. 1 and 2. In the air, right field. Smith gets under it. 2 away. So digging in, Kevin McGonigal has grounded out a couple of times. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the 8th, and stepping in for the Astros, Jose Altuve. Ground ball left side. Throw on to Torkelson. 1 pitch and 1 out. Now it's the DH, Yordan Alvarez. And it clanks off his mitt. Man at first with 1 gone. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. 0 for 3 in this one. Flares it into the outfield. This looks like extra bases. They get it in quickly. So 1st and 2nd now, 1 out. Joey Loperfido up next for the Astros. Line shot into the gap, should score at least 1. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Ball back in quickly. Runner holds at 3rd. And now the right fielder, Cam Smith. Golden opportunity right here. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score.
Big at bat to pad their lead.
For the
Runners at the corners here. One away. Christian Walker up next for the Astros. This ball's chopped on the ground. Over to Torres. What a double play that was. Inning over. Back here in Detroit. On to the bottom of the 8th. Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Loperfido settles under this one. And there's one away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Meadows in the box now. No balls and a strike. 95 with that one. The stuff has been excellent.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a ground ball. Throw to first in time.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Baez up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside ball 1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Late on that fastball. That's to 3rd. Correa over to 1st. Baez gone on the play. And it's back at Comerica Park. They put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
And that one hops the wall. And the 9th inning starts with a double.
I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Base hit. Stop sign goes up at 3rd. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Stepping in, Jeremy Pena. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team.
Oh, great stop. There's one. And that's a double play. Wow.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Jose Altuve steps up in a big spot here. Hit weakly on the ground. Throw on to Torkelson, and they get Altuve. Back here in Detroit, all set for the bottom of the 9th. Kerry Carpenter now at the plate. Out towards left center. Myers under it. One away. Here is Gleyber Torres.
Hey.
On the ground to the left. Correa over to 1st. Just one out remaining for the Tigers. 2 down, base is empty. Colt Heath getting ready to hit. That's off the inside corner. And that is ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here.
Outside,
He's
that's
just
a ball.
missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
The Astros trying to close out a 3-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. On the ground right side. Throw to 1st. Ball game. And the Astros claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start. Who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory? But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire